Now, can we marry without the consent of our waliy? Or I should say, can we marry without the consent of our parents? The answer is yes and no, depending on the gender that is asking the question. If a man asks this kind of question, the answer is yes. But there are some things which the scholars actually advised against, which is cutting the ties of the family. Before a man can come out to ask a kind of question, that means something is going on with the family, which Islam preaches against cutting the ties or having issue with your family. If there is any issue with your family, try to settle it. But if a man is getting married to the second wife, he doesn't need anybody's opinion or anybody's consent or permission before getting married to the second wife. But as for woman, it is not allowed for a man to marry a woman without the consent of a wali, a guardian, or a parent, or anybody who is standing as a guardian. Now, we have different people that can stand instead of wali. Number one is parent. If parent is alive, parent consent should be sought before you marry the person you want to marry. If your parents are not alive, then you can find someone who serve as your guardian, maybe your grandfather or your uncle or anybody who can stand for you as your wali. Having a wali is to protect you from any abuse or anything that might come up in the marriage. If you don't have a wali, you will be all by yourself. Next person that can stand as a wali for you, if there is no parent, there is no other guardian from your family, there is no grandfather, is a qadi, that is a judge of a sharia court, can stand for you as a wali. If anything goes wrong in your marriage, they will be the one to stand for you. And if there is no qadi as well, you can look for a spiritual leader in your community that is just, that can stand for you as a wali in your marriage. So a man can marry without the consent of our parent or our guardian, but we encourage him to seek the consent of his parent. But a woman can never marry without the consent of our guardian or our wali. Seeking the consent of your wali in your marriage is to protect the interest of the women, not for any other reason. And if any of your guardian, your parents or your uncle or your grandfather, they are giving you reasons that are outside the reasons of the Islamic Sharia, they are giving you maybe cultural reasons or traditional reasons to go against your marriage. As Ijebu people, you can't marry from Egba, from all these cultural reasons or race reasons. You can go against all of these reasons and marry someone without their consent because that person is religiously upright. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us, because for this kind of issue to come up, that means something big is actually going on. And I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from any calamity or any problem that can destroy our marriage. Wallahu ta'ala